honestly, yeah. No real reason to stay on starting when I'm ready. So, I've seen some, like, I haven't actually watched any videos about it, but I keep seeing videos pop up like oh, blueprints. And it's a blueprint for the blueprints. So let's just get into it. All right. Dagubam presents in association with Raw Fury. A game by Tonda Ross. Ross or Ross?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Okay.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
32 years ago. Or 32 years ago is when he signed his will. Why is it playing over a phonograph? I feel like it probably should have been a little earlier in the 20th century. Is it 50 footprints? Only open in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not make the mistake of my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should provide an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of a previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Found Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access it with tab. Oh. Oh. Day 1, what does that mean? How much energy you have left for exploring. Each time you enter a room, you lose one. When you no longer have any footprints, you must call it a day. I assume the antechamber is the... It's a root meaning the room before. All signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room resting on the 9th rank may prove, however, quite the initial challenge to reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this room and room 46. Rooms 1 through 12. We're in 2. Antechamber is 45. And then you can sort by them. Red rooms, green rooms, and there's a gap. I assume going through doors... Oh, hello. Oh, it's just the explanation. It's like Mediterranean town with... It's like in an enclosed bay. What is that? Almost 8:30. 2 different guys. Queen of Diamonds, Ace of Spades. Bedroom, closet, hallway. Hallway? Hallway in rank 1. Okay. Bunk room. This counts as 2 bedrooms. Parlor with a puzzle piece. Wind-up key. Component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. I can refresh your memory. We both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time. And I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least 1 box which displays the only true statements. What displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which will display only false. Only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So both of those are true, which means this must be false. So the blue box is not empty. are these? Gems can be used to pay for special floor plans. Okay. Gold coins can be used in shop rooms found on the estate to purchase goods and services. Keys for locked doors. No jumping, apparently. A buck and dog tag with 10. No, it's a moose, not a buck. Some weird puzzles. There's a horse. Isn't that like the teapot from like 3D rendering? A milk jug and a pawn. Go for items. Metal detector, greater chance at finding keys and gold. And a gem. Yeah, special floor plans. Hang on. Oh, that was a mistake. I just burned 2. Corridor is always left unlocked. Guest room gives me 10 steps. Storeroom gives me 1 of each. Is it plus 10? Okay, you are not capped. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate the new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though. I always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL? Billiard room. Key. Car keys. Only car left on the estate should be the garage. Basketball, little thing with a lamb. Bat in a bathtub. Pine tree and a clothespin. Oh, you. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. I assume that means anything on the left side. So that's gonna have to be like reoriented sideways. That will also be on that way. Ooh. Could use a key. Journey noteworthy. As you continue through your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Add a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool. You will not regret having it beside you on your journey. Yeah, that is a good point. Let me grab one. Is this the gaming one? No, it is not. It's the other one. Should have figured the gaming one is already open. Ride and a bridge. Oh, and a rook. Ah, so it does go on the orientation it shows. meaning I have to go this way. Who are you? Floor plan upgrade disk. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure to use the west and east. Just make sure the west and east levers are operational. So west and east are written different. East is all caps, west is all lowercase. Oh, that's the terminal. Okay. Scanning disk. Upgrading the hallway. Hallway data has been found on the upgrade disk. You will now have a chance to permanently enhance this room to one of the 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select the floor plan to upgrade to. Guaranteed to have a key. Guaranteed to have a locked trunk. Add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. I think I'll take the key. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Airings of the Major, or Herrings of the Major. A little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But I know knowing Herbert, I would suspect either would be suitable. Write that one down. Flight of the Queen. March of the Count. Fall of the Lord. Passing of the Barons. Herrings. And yeah, I do know it is literally saying herring in red. Herrings of the Major. But even the paper itself says it could be herrings or hearings. And noting what color each thing is. It was greenhouse broken. All lowercase west. All caps east. Good. Ooh, hello. Wait, what? Oh, is there a drawer on this side? No, it's just that one. Prayer beads and a crowbar. Hang on. So there's... Ah, okay. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of a Lord, Passing of the Barons, Airings of the Major. I think that's what each of these busts are. So he's... So there's one queen. I don't know what the rest of them are going to be. Oh, that's... Oh, I hate that. That means I actually have to actively look at the floor sometimes. So there is generic mustache, pointy hair, the uncle, the queen. That's 4. There's pointy hair again. Pointy hair, mustache, pointy hair. Not the uncle, but like mustache going into mutton chops. So I think that is 5. Like, that's 1 of the uncle, 1 of the queen, 2 of generic mustache, 1 of mutton chops, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's... If I assume that black means that that's supposed to be the uncle, then it'd be 1, 1, and then either 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 3, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4. It's like some combination there. So it'd be 1, 1, 1, 4, 3. One, 1, 1, 3, 4. No. 1, 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 1, 3, 4, 1. 1, 1, 4, 1, 3. 1, 1, 4, 3, 1. If it's not those, I'm going to move on. Items for sale, costs a gem. How much money do I have? Inventory. I guess I have no money. Storeroom would end the day, I think, because there's no, I think there's no other exits there. Ooh, big clock. 4 of diamonds. Spiral stairs. Another pawn. That's what? 10, yeah, approaching 1050. Is it actually, oh, it is actually moving. 1055. Yep, that one lines up. Not much to do here. I think this would let me see both ways, like left and right. Oh, it shows me when I put it there. So don't do the pantry. I will immediately end it. Oh, we can't walk on the grass. Anything works here. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2, which means 2. Yeah, you can't farm it because you could go in and out. Like you enter, you gain 2. You leave, you lose 1. Enter again, you lose 1. You're back to where you were when you, while you were in here. This would be a good spot for a storeroom. A key, gem, anything else? Another pawn. Like sand dunes, like sideways. The flan. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Corridor is always left unlocked. West wing hallway. Staff notice. June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any made draft. So, oh, I hate that. Like, coins can just be sitting like right at the edge of a room. So it'll go down facing south. That'll go down, letting me go further north. And that one will do nothing for me. Hello. Another key. A gem and a bunch of money. Another pawn. Another one of these. And a paper crane. Another hand. Another paper crane. Greetings from Reddington. One little moon. Lavatory gets me nothing. Sure. Gives me more connections at least. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you don't like your initial 3 options. More chess pieces. A lot of old men with umbrellas. And men with canes. Go this one. Observatory. 1 star for each time you've drafted one. Drafted 1 now. Fixed. Well, the fixed stars, the stargazers like a companion to constellations. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations and observed effects that accompany depending on the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on a given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one in a single day. This book is a solid base for astronomy and help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Minor, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamondus Major, +5 gems. Daraxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is half off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. I have 1 star. Take a look up there. Oh. You can turn it to face. Okay. Oh, it was a knight. One more. Oh no, I have to go up and increase the pitch. There we go. North Star. Gain a coin. I assume you can't just... yeah. Okay, I want something that's going to give me a turn that way. Good. Food for sale. I assume food gives me back steps. Yeah. Today's main course: lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spiced salmon, lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. Plus 20 steps, plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium. Bacon and eggs, plus 10, add a morning room to today's draft pool. Club sandwich and banana. I'll try to save up. It's just 2 separate menus. Something to let me go. Okay, gotta go this way. Lock. And grandfather clock. Counts as 2 bedrooms, but it dead ends. Use money when I walk through. So do my exploring now. Which means whenever I go back for the food, I need to have an extra. money, though. I'll take that. Please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have extra guests exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I guess maybe that means that for the rest of the run, there should be at least that many. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 is reached. I am on 4. Oh, this is the end of a branch, no matter what. Dang. I don't think I go in yet. That's just gonna waste a step. But with 8, that should be enough to buy something here. Bacon and eggs. Plus 10 steps. Tomorrow you start with 2 gems. You've got to go there. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir, so he's Baron. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount St. Clair, Herbert S. Sinclair, of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination for our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir. The much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name, Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was named the provisional heir of the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of metal and wit. It's clear that the young heir from Reddington distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Hey! Actually, just realized, passing the Barons, I need to put a note. That's the uncle. Queen of Diamonds and a car. Breaker box. In order to continue, I have to go this way. Ooh. Well, just empty room. Ooh. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. I think I heard something about the billiard room before. Anything back here? Oh. Huh? No. It's a combination. Oh. Oh, okay, we're adding the two. So it's just 3 on its own is 3, 1 and 5 is 6. 16 and 7, but it's here. I feel like that's probably going to be subtraction. So I'm looking for 9. Yep. 12 minus 5 is going to be 7. 5, I assume it's going to be times 2 would be 10. 9 minus 7 is 2 times 10 would be 20. Or, no, it has to be that, because otherwise it's going to be, if I treated this like an equation of 9 minus 7 times 2, it'd be 7 times 2, and then 9 minus 70. So it's, we go in the order. There we go. Ooh, fancy key. Silver key. Unlocking a room with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Hang on. Use a regular one for now. Go with that. Yeah, it works on all sides. Whoa. Is this supposed to be a lore moment? Are there cameras in every room? That looked like it would have been over here. No. Actually, no, that's impossibly high. It'd be through the roof. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Unless written by hand. So, blue is true, red is lies, unless written by hand. I'm also putting a note that it's on a blue card here, meaning it could just be entirely wrong. Because if it's the other way around of red are true and blue are lies, then a blue one would lie saying that it's true. Hey. Welcome to security. View state system. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. System is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level medium, offline mode locked. Set level, the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in the estate. You should expect 1 or 2 security doors with low settings, 5 or 6 with high settings. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors will be if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As general safety, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Return to security menu. View estate inventory. There is a shovel somewhere. Otherwise, I've gotten everything. Menu, log into network. Ooh. Try the name of the game. Dang. Floor plan upgrade. What am I getting? The Nook. 2 keys, a key plus bacon and eggs. You will always draw a library when going to this room. Extra steps will be nice. Floor plan has been successfully upgraded. Oh, hey. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Ooh. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed toward, like as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Definitely starts with an S. Okay. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So either security doors are more likely farther along and there's more locked doors further along, or I can just enter the antechamber. Let me lean in and see if I can make out anything here. No, they did a good job trying to block out anything other than the S. Passageway. Oh. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting. So this is going north. Anything to pick up in here? Like, I know it's supposed to be like fully dark, but still wanted to check. Use a key. off that. Maid's chambers. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. With the unprecedented sadness, we inform you of the death of our benefactor, and employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who are interested in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Miss Babbage. Hang on, where am I? I'm like right next to it. Oh, I can't get on. This chunk is locked out now. Gonna use the silver key. 7 locked doors. What? Conference room. This would link up. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. This would let me turn off the power so I could get past security doors. I assume. Okay, so it's... Oh, I need to activate a bridge, don't I? Wait, how would I get over there? Okay, so I guess that extends when I open the gate? Or... hang on. No, I have to get that lever there. Oh, did that end up getting placed in just like the worst angle possible? So that's on. It's sending the steam out this way. Going this way. That also powers you. What are you? So that door's open now. That's a lift. Hang on. You go to... Ah, so that's the bridge. But the door closed. What does that one do? What do you do? I do that. So that retracts. Steam's going nowhere. Ah. Oh, I have to stop it when it gets clear. Okay. Dang it. There we go. Want you on. So you're going. You're sending steam this way. Do that. Now you came down. Okay. I need... Honestly, let me go this... Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Turn you on. That should be... Please don't be on a timer. No clicking noise, no worrisome thing. What are you? Oh, I'm guessing I probably want to end with... Looks like every single... Like every pipe has a route to send steam up. So I want... Okay, I don't care about that one anymore. I'm here. What does that one do? If I send this, I don't need to worry about that being on anymore because I can go... Like that should extend the bridge? No, wrong one. That should extend the bridge. Send you up. I should actually be able to just activate the... Oh, door's open. Ah, but it's the antechamber. What did I do? No clue what I'm doing here. It's my last key. I don't have any keys, any gems, so... Those blue memos are true, red are lies. Safe code is not 9083. I should still test that. And that will let me verify. Spreading items, yeah. I think that is... Yeah, that is everything I can do. Oh, wait, no. It said... Reds are lies unless they're handwritten. Reminder... After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. So it's typed, which means it must be like if it works, then the other memo was wrong. Because this was also typed. But it's in order to prove whether or not this can be trusted. Gotta get back to the office. Oh. I know of exactly one place to use that. And it's on my way back to the office. Right. Courtyard to den to office, yep. Old shoe. 9083. Okay, good. So I can verify that. Dining room isn't actually useful anymore because even if I eat, I'm out of, like, I can't go to any new rooms anymore. Oh no, the conference room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll put me at 16. Yeah, 16. It was right here, yeah. And just follow the rooms. I have 1 coin. Can I buy anything? No. Don't I have an apple? Oh, I got the steps immediately when I picked up the apple from over here, didn't I? Okay, head back to conference room. Because I assume I have to reach both sides of the antechamber in a single run for it to work. Yeah. Billiard, security, conference room. Billiard, security. Oh, wait. I have that door too. Nope. Breaker box. Ah, so this is... Alright. Oh, that's probably something to do with the globe in the observatory. So it's pointing at, like, feather part with round island and a dot. Camera from the office. Took a selfie. Maids. Tie. Grandfather clock. The maids again. More developed photo of the maids. A king. Hello. A heart on a fruit tree. Can't quite tell what it says, but I think that's an H at the start. Oh, there's probably a further developed version that, like, where you can see what it says. Nice. Bedroom with a briefcase. All right. Oh, I don't have a key. All right, let's call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find out the rooms of the estate, as well as your current inventory, have been reset. Yes. Actually, it's the rooms and the inventory. Okay. Mount Holly, respectable villa, total rooms 29, rank reached 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it because I could technically like step into the top part of that and I technically entered the antechamber? Steps taken 76, items found 6. If runs take this long, then I'm probably not going to do too many in one stream. I am a little curious. Yeah, so I assume you can't. This counts as a step. You. As Mount Holly. What is that? I need to keep an eye on my number of steps. That better stay at 49. Oh, like a mine shaft? Weird yellow pipe. Bird bath. I better stay at 49. Very dark. Random pipes going into the stonework. Can I leave? Where did I? Oh wait, no, that was from one of the rooms yesterday. Gave me the. Oh, that took another step. A room yesterday gave me 2 gems. That's the gate. Oh. I assume this is where you camp, yeah. Do the rules. You're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills will put a good spot for a campsite. So yeah, there's the thing again. So instead, like, if my nephew fails to find it, or like takes too long. Oh, this is that photo. Might as well try the code from before. Yeah, and there's another one of the yellow pipes. And this is the reason why you're not allowed to jump, because somebody would find a way to, like, jump onto the stump and jump over. By somebody, I mean me. I assume this is, like, figure out someone to do, like, something over there to open that. So yeah, that photo from the dark room probably gives some bit of information. Entering the campsite used a step, which So we are starting the day with 44 instead of 50. Alright. Still the same stuff there. Yeah, same one. Well, let's go forward. Start off with items. Hammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. This means any trunk I find is free. Parlor. Same rules. One box is true statements, one is false. Okay. 2 empty, 1 real. What are our statements today? There are 3 boxes in this room, that is true. 2 boxes in this room are empty, that is also true, which means this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. There are 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3. If that counts, that's cheating. So there are 3. This is telling the truth. Ooh. Two boxes are empty. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Because it's 1 must be true. The 3rd could be true or false. Following the rules of the game, 2 of them are supposed to be empty, which means this is also true. So either this is the main truth or that's the main truth. Which means this has to be the lie. This box is one of the 2 empties. Which means it is not one of the 2 empties, therefore it has something. There we go. Extra key. Doors in the west wing. Oh. Doors in the west wing are not more likely to get locked. It's a red one that isn't, or that is typed, which means it's not handwritten. What can I mess with today? Power on in the dark room. Turn off. Keycard entry system. Oh, what are these? VAC. Toggling off breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. So, don't know what the VAC is yet. More money and we keep going. How many steps is that? 2. So no matter what, this is a dead end. Key adds morning room. Yeah, I have to go back. everything's gonna come off of this side. Just like yesterday. I guess we're taking the observatory now. Should have 2 stars. Yep. Already aimed. Pair of chests added to the entrance hall. Oh yeah, where was the... Oh yeah, it was like there. It's like the feather-shaped continent here, and there was the little like hook with a dot. It was like the quill was pointing there. What are you? Ivory dice, +2 dice. While drafting, you may use... Ah, you can reroll. More dice. Courtyard it is. Keycard. Okay, I need something that lets me go north. Take the morning room. Spare room. Commissary gives me food. Room color of my choice. I don't know what red rooms are yet. Furnace. Our red room is dead ends. I just remembered I need to be keeping an eye on the ground. Big fish. Washing machines. Benches, a grill. So it's like a... Oh. This probably represents each color. I think actually, yeah, that goes off of the stuff here. Although a bedroom would be over here. I've got another room. I can do storeroom. Looks like the chess pieces might stay where they are. Okay. Anything new? Keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. Oh, I have to... I turned off. I thought that meant that the doors wouldn't... Oh, I need to not do that. Because that just cost me a lot of steps. Car keys. Okay. Oh, and it's so far. I need to find food as soon as I can. Which means if you find it, if you find the card reader and it says it's off, you need a breaker room to turn it on. Am I even gonna make it back there? Okay, I will. Did there happen to be food here? No. Enter security. I should have checked this before I started. State inventory. Okay, there are no fruits. I have missed a key somewhere. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Security level. Too low. Confirm. Offline mode. And I'm dumb. How? I probably could have done that. That would have been fine. If I had done that, I wouldn't have needed this. What do I get over here? Archives. Can it miraculously have food? Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimming Bird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor, when the previous medal was, of course, her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation to Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might expect of the Sinclair family. Swimbird author Never Considered Herself a Success by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one who actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on the leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed for the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Black Water. Continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, although the charges were later dropped. Marigold dropped publisher. A local author and popular personality, Marion Marigold, has announced that she has split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen in the corner, at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down, was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the, waved down local map. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated, charged by the Crown. Manning was the last trial on 2, expected to last up to, with grand treason. No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories were written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen with a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we're seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves broke into the Royal Capitol on Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's tabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have been historically reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and the high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside of the noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts is rumored to be stolen is the notably ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historical value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. I have a keycard. Yes. Steps. Yes, the same one I went to before. Yum. Right. Yeah, that's the one that cued me off about the billiards. Yeah, that's fine. Food for sale. I have a lot of money. Porterhouse. Only served in the dining room. Okay, so it's that every main course, so you have to get dining room, you have to get to 8th rank. And it gets bonus, basically. It just tells you like what bonus room to look out for. For every red room, I have 1, 2. So I should come back later for that. So take the club sandwich. Back to nice and reasonable amount of steps. Gotta use a key. Oh. So archives is a permanent debuff. All right, so